this was the first book that I picked up last month, and I'm so happy I did. I actually just showed you guys this in my most recent book haul that I posted, but I actually got this like a month ago or so. I pre-filmed it and then just posted it a little bit later, so yeah, I picked this up, and let me tell you why I loved this one. As you probably remember, if you've watched my previous book reviews or reading ramble-ups, I actually already did a review on the first book of this series, which is called Magnolia Parks. So that is the first book in the series, and I've read it last year, and I did not enjoy it as much as I hoped I would when I bought it. So I gave it, I think, a 3.75. But this one was way better. So I definitely, it took me a while to get back into the whole thing, you know, just pick up the next book in the series. I was kind of, you know, suspicious, or like I was doubting if I would enjoy it because I did not like the first one as much as I wanted to do, you know. But I wanted to give it another chance, basically. And so I picked this up. I've actually seen other YouTubers talk about this recently, and I kind of wanted to get back on track, you know, just kind of jump back into the whole topic and just give it another shot. And I'm so happy I did, because now I'm fully invested. I'm so deep into this whole series. It has my heart now. I fell in love with it completely. Like, this book changed everything about it. It changed my opinion on this whole universe so much. As you can maybe remember, or if you know the books, you know that these are about Britain society, or like high society. So it's about the rich kids or rich families from Britain, especially the two main characters, Magnolia Parks and her on and off partner or boyfriend, BJ Ballantyne. So the book is written in the point of view of Magnolia and BJ, and it just varies between the two. And it shows like their point of view and how they feel about each other, especially. It's like, I don't even know what genre I would consider this book to be, but I would say it's mostly a romance book, or just a novel, because it's not only romance, but you know, it's a big part of it. And yeah, I don't know, I fell in love with Magnolia and BJ's story. So this just follows them 5 stars for this one. Following up, I had to move on with the third and final book in the series of Magnolia Parks. Although I have to say, it's not actually the last one. It's the last book of Magnolia and PJ's storyline. But in the universe, there are 2 other books released, and more about that later. But this is like the third book of Magnolia and PJ's storyline, as I just mentioned. Yeah, it will remain like the last. There won't be any other releases. That's what I've heard about it, and yeah, it definitely, it's all a closed up story, and it doesn't need any more releases. It's a finished up story. But yeah, so this is the third Magnolia Parks book. It's called Into the Dark. And you guys, just take a moment and appreciate the absolute stunning beauty of this hardcover copy. Like, I got all 3 books in this magical, beautiful, gorgeous, limited edition. It's just so very beautiful, and I had to grab it the moment I saw it. I needed these books for my bookshelf, and I actually wanted to read this one on my Kindle and just have this for my bookshelf, but I don't know, I haven't used my e-reader by that time, and I just picked up this one, and I thought, okay, why not just read this one? But it was kind of a little bit, clumsy to read it, because it's like so big. Can you tell how big this book is? Like, this covers more than 700 pages. It's huge. But yeah, so that was the second book I finished. And you can also see here, I annotated a lot in this one as well, with the yellow sticky notes that are matching with this little thing here, the bookmark kind of thing, and the light grey ones. But yeah, this is an absolutely beautiful copy, and I'm so happy for it. But let's talk about the book. So this is like the third and final Magnolia Parks book. I already told you that. And I would say I enjoyed this one a lot too. So, because by the end of the second book, I was so very much invested into the story. I just wanted to know how it all went on, and how it would end. How the 2 of them would end up. Like, will they make it? Will they end up together? Will they get their happy ending? And of course, I don't want to spoil anything, but also like the thing, or like the events that happened by the end of the second book. You just wanted to know, like, what was going on, what was going to happen. Also with a certain person, a certain character, you wanted to know about their story specifically, and how the other characters would react to that. But I can't really say too much about it, just because I don't want to spoil it. Look at that. Like, here are some gorgeous pictures in here. It's just so cool. I really love these books. invested into the story as well, and I don't know, Magnolia and BJ, they found their way into my heart by then, and also the others. This has got so much of the found family trope that I adore. It's just so great to read about these, like also how this book portrays friendships and the meaning behind it, and also, like I said, found family, like how important it is to have close people in your life that you can trust and they will be there for you. It is such an amazing storyline, and the characters are all so, I don't know, so versatile, and also yeah, they've got so many, or like so much behind them. You can really get to know each and every one of them and understand them. Like, you kind of, you get why they act how they do, and you get to know more about their past and all of that. Also in the second book, that is what I really enjoyed. You get to see more why they are how they are, and why they treat each other as badly as they do sometimes. Like, there's more to that, you know. So the book digs really deep into their personalities and background stories and all of that. And also this book is a lot about healing, growth, and yeah, just kind of also the meaning of love and being together, being there for each other, and found family. So this is all in that book, and it all comes together in such an amazing way, and it touched me in a very deep way. So I probably did not enjoy it as much as the second one. That's why I'm giving this book 4 stars, which is still, I would say, a very decent rating. But the second one just impressed me on another level. Also because, like, the difference from the first book to the second is like big, you know, for me. And this one was just, yeah, it was a conclusion. I liked the ending and everything. It was just not, I don't know. The second one was a little bit better. It could have been shortened a little bit, you know. Like, some parts were maybe just a little bit too long, probably. It could have been done differently, or like in a less detailed way or something. There are also a lot of repetitions and all of that, but I did not mind. I enjoyed this. 4 stars is a very decent rating, and yeah, by now I love this whole series with my whole heart. And then for the last book, I finally picked up my e-reader, my Kindle that I received for my birthday in January. So this was actually the first ebook that I ever read. And just because I could not stop reading more about this whole universe, I was so invested. I had to choose the other book of the series, or like the other storyline, because there's the Magnolia Parks books, and then there's the Daisy Haites books. So there's 2 of them by now that are already released. And the first one is just called Daisy Haites. So this is about all So, actually, her brother, like Daisy, her brother, and Christian, who is like the boy, the man she loves, they all are mentioned or a part of the other books that I just talked about. So they all belong to the same universe, like I told you. They all know each other. It's the whole same world, as you can tell. But yeah, in this book, like, the main characters are different ones than the Magnolia books. So it's about Daisy, and she was raised by her brother Julian. And there's like also Christian, her love interest, boyfriend, on and off, yeah, all of that. So it's about the three of them mostly, and you can read the different chapters switching between the point of view of the three of them. So it's also pretty interesting to read more from their point of views, so you can, yeah, get more insight into other characters of this universe. Yeah, it was very interesting for me to read more about these, because they were just, mentioned in the first books that I talked about, or like the Magnolia Parks ones. But here they get their own canvas where they can, show off their own story. And also I liked their storyline. I enjoyed it as well. Probably not as much as Magnolia and PJ's story so far, but it's still good, I still liked it, because I've heard a lot of people say they didn't care for Daisy at all and they just wanted to read more about Magnolia and PJ. But I cannot really say that for myself. I definitely liked Daisy's part of the story as well. And I also got invested in this one, but yeah, I was a little bit more feeling the vibes of the other story. But I still enjoyed it, and also this book is a little bit more, I don't know how to kind of express it, but Daisy, she is raised in a family of gang lords. So like, her brother Julian is a gang lord, and he's actually known to be like one of the most dangerous men in Britain. So she lives a very different life than Magnolia did. They're also rich and all of that, but it's like a different kind of life. And you also get an insight into what it might be like to live this life. So that also, yeah. I also was curious about finding out more about that. And also I liked the chemistry between Daisy 4 stars because I don't know. I guess the second half of this book I enjoyed way more than the first. It was like a little bit of a slow burn in the first half for me personally. It took me a while to get like completely invested, and some parts were probably a little bit boring for me. But the second half, there was happening a lot more, and there was more like drama and also thrilling moments, shocking moments even. And yeah, I really enjoyed this part, so 3.75 it is, and yeah, we will see how I will like the second book of the Daisy Haites storyline. I'm also reading it on my Kindle, by the way. I actually enjoyed so much, and yeah, I cannot wait to read more on my ebook. Okay, you guys, so that was it for this reading wrap up of February. I hope you guys enjoyed it and could relax to it. So glad that you were here with me tonight. Yeah, I hope to see you very soon back here, and I wish you a very nice end of your day or your night, whatever it might be for you. Love you guys so much.